Good morning, Mr. Raf.
Good morning to you, Atlantic correspondent.
Igbos in the UK warns that October 1st, October 10th should be the last day of Nnamdi in detention.
Or
So,
else.
or else,
Yes. Igbos in the USA that are, military men. The Igbo military men in the USA, they are all veterans. They were, enrolled into United States Army. I just want to give better explanation of the kind of the Igbos that are shooting seriously for Mazen Nandekano's freedom in Nigeria. They warned federal government of Nigeria under the watch of Tinubu that comes 10th October, if James Omotocho knows what is good for he and federal government of Nigeria, they should allow an innocent man, a Biafran, an Igbo man, an IPOB leader. He is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. He's not denying it. I'm not denying it as well. They should allow him to go because it is not a crime for someone to agitate for self-determination. Agitation, clamoring for independence of Biafra. I want you Nigerians that are not well knowledge to understand the meaning. Self-determination meaning self-realization. It means self-discovery. When someone is actually tired of marginalization, tired of slavery, tired of oppression, he has discovered himself that enough is enough of infringing on his right, fundamental right. The Igbos have actually discovered it in 1967 after the much slaughtering, murdering, genocide, that went on from 1966 to 1967. And that's why Ojukwu, made up his mind to declare Biafra. So now we've realized whom we are. We have discovered ourselves that the Fulani, the Hausa, the Yoruba, that actually killed Igbos in their large number in 1966. Courtesy 1966 coup, that Yoruba was among, Hausa was among, Fulani was majority, Igbos were only three, the Bini, the Urobo. The whole ethnicities in Nigeria carried out this coup. They planned it. And the Igbo man was sidelined by BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC Corporation. They said it is Igbo coup because British man actually know that the most intelligent man in this country called Nigeria is Igbo man. They actually know that if allowed, Nigeria would have been better than Japan because Igbo will be in control of everywhere. They will manage our resources, manage our economy to such, let me say, economic breakthrough that the whole Nigerians will be living like kings, queens, princes, and princesses. That's why Britain actually accused a tribe of a crime they did not commit. British need to pay Igbo man reparation. Reparation is a payment, is a compensation as a result of damage done to the Igbo man from 1966 to 1967 after a coup orchestrated by the whole tribes, led by Hassan Kassina, led by his good friend Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogu, planned by Emmanuel Ifajuna, and carried out by people from Yoruba extraction, Igbo extractions, Hausa extractions, Fulani extractions, Yoruba, and so on and so forth. British man said it is Igbo because they actually planned the mutiny. Yes, the mutiny that went on across the whole barracks, army barracks in Nigeria, killed, brought to death all the Igbo military officers in the southwest, in the northern Nigeria, in the south, everywhere that they have military base in Nigeria. The whole military officers from southeastern extractions were murdered by their fellow military men. You see that kind of plans. It was British man that planned it under the regime of Wilson. I think his name was, Harold Wilson, a British prime minister then, who said the Igbos, the Africans, they have low mentality. If you give them democracy, they will use democracy and turn it into tribal bigotry. He is the one that made that statement. And that's why the British are still in control of Nigeria today, to the level that every year Nigeria is paying billions of dollars to royalty to Britain. It is called royalty. Yes, royalty. 50 billion because they have in control. That is imperialism. They are the one that suppressed us, brainwash us, and turn our culture, our traditions into British English traditions and cultures and customs. And even force their languages on us. That's why we are speaking officially English language. So this man that brought this accusation on us has seen Nigeria decay on daily basis. Economically, we have decayed. Socially, politically, we have decayed more than Okwa. Okwalelense. Cheat. The man, listen, that is his name. He ruled, he was the Prime Minister of Britain when Nigerian Civil War was raging. Actually know that the son of a billionaire, Louis Mbanefo, who lent Winston Churchill, the then Prime Minister of Britain in 1930s, 40s, when the Second World War was raging. 320-something military heavy trucks by Louis Ojukwu, the billionaire, the first African billionaire. He lent it, leased it out to the British government under the watch of Winston Churchill. Churchill actually knew this. He's in spirit now, he knows what I'm saying. Sir Pa Louis Ojukwu, he knows what I'm saying. They are dead but alive. That's what we believe. See, listen, Britain actually put Igbo man in this kind of tight corner because they want to divide and rule. British man is busy dividing Fulani, dividing Hausa, dividing Yoruba, dividing the whole tribes in Nigeria so that they will be politically in control of all our commonwealth in Nigeria. They are receiving billions as royalty annually from African countries that they colonized: Ghana, Gambia, Nigeria, Egypt, Kenya, Uganda. We are paying with our nose. We are paying. Zambia, Arab Moi, yeah, they're paying until Arab Moi just died. Or Kenneth Kaunda. Kenneth Kaunda just died the other day. We were paying royalty. That was how Francophones, all these French-speaking countries in Africa, are paying royalties to Macron and his people in France. Africa must get sense. We don't like the of the politicians we have in Nigeria this time around that are paying royalty to Europe when we don't have enough to eat in this land that is caking dry with hunger and famine. We don't have to do that anymore. So what I mean is comes 10th October, Nnamdi Kanu is billed to be free, bound to be what? Extricated from chains and shackles at DSS facilities. It is the right time, high time, Nigeria understand that if anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria will be what? Broken into pieces, into irreparable stage. Kanu is free. Kanu is more righteous, free, lawful, law-respecting human being than Akpabio, than Wike, than Tinubu, than Buhari, than Lailai Mohammed, than AGF, formerly Malami Abubakar, than all of them in Nigeria, than Hope Uzodinma, than Peter Mba. Nnamdi Kanu is a sacred cow. More sacred, more respected widely, worldwide. I mean, globally, than Hope Uzodinma, than Peter Mba, than Soludo, than Nwafulef, than Tinubu, than federal government of Nigeria. And they are still holding him there. It is wrong. It is unlawful to hold someone that has been set free by the courts. So Nigeria is looking for something else in Biafra land. And if it happens, I think that is the high time everybody begin to understand that we don't fight civil war 2 times. It is but once. Everywhere in the world, Sudan fought their own. United States of America fought their own. American Wars of Independence, we actually understood how it raged so hard, 18-something. After the actual date of 1776, they fought the War of Independence, Civil War of unification of Northern and Southern United States of America, and Abraham Lincoln carried the day. He was the one that led the freedom of the slaves in America, finally, with Booker T. Washington, William Wilberforce, and so on and so forth, before they fought their Civil War, which was fought once. You can't make mention of Civil War again in America. Some other countries may have fought their own, which of course I know that he raged everywhere. He raged in Congo, Zaire, he raged in Ghana, It raged in Mali. It raged everywhere, all over Africa. But Nigerian own is not supposed to be so special. That's why South Africa fought and fought their own fighting segregation system of apartheid policy until 1989-90. South Africa got their independence. And because the white left them so late, you can see that they have the mentality not to misunderstand the definition and the actual connotation of self-determination. It is for you to be free and manage your resources when you feel that the contraption you belong to or claim to have belonged to is not actually treating you well. As we, the people of the former East Central State, is being neglected, marginalized, oppressed, and exploited. We are not treated well in Nigeria. That's why we feel excessively marginalized. And that is what brings the hunger. Stir it up more in the heart of Nnamdi Kanu to at least carry on his agitation business, and he actually did well. As you look at me, I still support Nnamdi Kanu. I love him. I'm doing what I'm doing because Nnamdi Kanu. Please share, subscribe, like this channel, Atlantic News. Come down to the comment section and discuss with us. Write to us anyhow, anything you want to write to us. We will discuss with you. Share, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much.